Hello everyone, I'm MVL and today we are going to be unboxing the Contra Anniversary Collection live on stream right now. We're going to be opening it up and we're going to be playing and showing gameplay for the games on this fantastic collection, physical version from Limited Run Games. This is the Hard Corps edition, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and open up this collection of games. Alright, so here we go. The Contra Anniversary Collection from Limited Run Games. That's the physical version, that is. And because it's from Limited Run Games, it came with this collector card. 187 for this particular card. There's the back of it, Series 3 on the card. We'll have a look at the games included in this collection and the outer packaging before we go ahead and open it up. Great to have a physical version of this. This is the Mega Drive inspired packaging. I previously picked up the Castlevania collection in this style, and I'm excited to see this one as well. They'll look nice next to each other. These do take up a little more space, but it is awesome to have these, and I'm glad that Limited Run Games is giving us these physical versions of these great games. So here's the spine, and there's the back of the cardboard outer box here with the games included. You've got the Contra arcade game, you've got Super Contra here as well. You've got the North American and Japanese versions of Contra for the NES, it looks like. And you've got Super C here as well as Contra III The Alien Wars. You've also got Super Probotector, which is a European version. And you've got Operation C here as well, a Game Boy game. Contra Hard Corps, Mega Drive game. And Probotector, which I actually have on the cartridge right here. It is a European version of the Contra game. This is the Palais version that I actually have, and the reason they switched out the characters for robotic characters is actually censorship. Anyway, it's a nice addition to have in this collection for the different art style of the characters, so that's pretty cool. Well, I suppose with that said, let's go ahead and open this up. We will be playing these games as well in this collection on the stream to see what they look like, see what the options are available in this collection. And immediately we'll see if I can get into it without the use of scissors. I suspect that I probably can. Cannot is the answer. Let's grab some scissors to open this up. Alright, there we go. I got some scissors. That'll make this a little bit easier. There we go. Alright. Now this is a live unboxing. Anything could happen. Most likely technical difficulties, but I digress. Let's get into the action. Alright, and I'll take off this sleeve right here, just to look at the sleeve here before we take that off, so you can see it without the glare of the packaging. So this looks pretty nice on the shelf. I tend to take the games out of these limited edition versions and just keep the special edition packaging separate and keep the game by itself when I use these. As you can see, you have that Mega Drive, although bigger than a Mega Drive game, style packaging here, the clamshell case, very videotape or VHS inspired that you have for this particular version. It also came in a cardboard NES style case, but I think the cardboard cases, at least to my estimation, would be a little easier to break. The back, as you saw, is the same as the outer packaging backing, and this is a plastic clamshell case, even with the hanger tab, like a Mega Drive style game. And like I said, the reason I got this version is I think it's going to be a little more hard wearing. Now I believe this also includes a double-sided inlay for the game, so we'll open this up and see what we've got in here. Alright, we have a soundtrack CD, or soundtrack collection, I should say. We'll have a look at all of these individually as well. Good number of tracks on there as well. 36 tracks on the soundtrack selection. We have a fold-out poster. We have the game itself. And I think the rest of this is probably just a cardboard spacer. And indeed it is. So the Switch games are a little different sized. If you were to take out this cardboard spacer here, it would fit the PlayStation 4 version. Alright, I'll put that back in there because I'm going to need it to fit the game in. Anyway. So that's the outer case right there for the Contra Anniversary Collection. Let's go ahead and look at some of the contents included here. I guess we'll start off with the poster. Have a look at that. It's the easiest thing to unfurl, although maybe not the easiest thing to fit on this camera. This is double-sided. Okay, so for the purposes of this, I will switch back to the webcam, so I can show you the double-sided poster in its entirety. So here's one side. That is the NES style artwork, I will say. Pretty good looking if you were to put this up. A lot nicer to look at than my mug anyway. So there's that. And there is the back side of it as well, which is the Mega Drive style artwork. Landscape. As opposed to the portrait style of the other one. A little bit of glare on that. But you can see it looks pretty awesome. Alright, I like that. See if I can fold it back up properly. And put it away. I'll deal with putting it away later. Let's get back to the other camera to take a look at the game and the soundtrack CD. Okay. Right, let's have a look at the soundtrack and then have a look at the game. I already have the Switch set up for that to get into the gameplay footage. So we'll go ahead and look at the soundtrack CD. Here's a look before I take the seal off of this, which hopefully is pretty easy, but I do have the scissors with me to make it easier. So let's go ahead and do that. And open this up. Breaking the seal here of the soundtrack selection. Selection of music from, I believe, all of the games on this collection. So there is the soundtrack selection itself. And there's the back of it. With the many tracks on this. And it tells you what games they're from as well. So that's pretty cool. Always love to have a soundtrack CD. It's a contributing factor to me getting a special edition when I do want to grab a special edition. Even though they take up a little bit more space, and they're often a little bit more expensive, I do like to get the soundtrack CDs, although they do take up more space. There's the disc itself. Same artwork. And we'll pop that back in there. I will put everything back into its case after I'm done, except the game. I like to keep the games separate so I can access them more easily without getting through all of the rest of the packaging. I would normally have to do so for a special edition. Speaking of the game, let's go ahead and open this up. Here's a look at the case here. It's a pretty good case. I like the look of this one. We'll have a look at the other cover, see which one I prefer when it comes to it. The alignment of the cases is normally a little bit different depending on the PlayStation or Switch version because of the size of the box. Let's open this up. I do often find though from Limited Run, if you order a Switch game by itself, because the box is so much smaller, it's much more likely to arrive without damage internationally, overseas that is, than a PlayStation 4 game. I've had PlayStation 4 games like the Castlevania one of the Castlevania collections I got for the PlayStation 4, it arrived in terrible condition. The case was all busted up and the trading card was completely ruined. The disc was fine, so I didn't bother actually trying to get it replaced, but it was really messed up. But the Switch cases are smaller, more compact, so it's much less likely to happen for a Switch game. Alright, let's open this up. It does indeed have a reversible cover and a manual in here as well. Man, I miss manuals. I hope this manual does have controls for the games as well, because that's always good to see. I actually really like this other cover as well. I think I might go with this cover design over the other cover, but it's down to personal preference, and I'm glad that there's two cover designs in this edition. It's tough, they both look really good. They both do look really good, these covers, but I think I like this one slightly more. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. But they're both really good, so it would depend on which one you personally find better. I'm going to put that one in there. Probably going to need to mess with it because it was the other way around to get it looking right, but I will go with that for now. I like that cover art a lot, and I do like these covers that are reversible on games. So let's take a look at the manual, and then we'll put the cartridge into the Switch and get to playing some of these Contra games. And we'll see just how rusty I am at them. Alright, I like the artwork on the manual right here. Reminiscent of the first boss on Contra, if I'm not mistaken, which is a big wall. Lots of information in these manuals. If you wanted to, you could pause and read these, but I will be flicking through this rather swiftly because I am wanting to get to the gameplay of some of these games. I will be playing every game in the collection for at least a little bit, but not necessarily every different version of every game, because some of the versions, as is often the way in these collections, are pretty similar. As you can see, lots of games included in this collection, including the Game Boy game, which is pretty cool. Be interesting to see what options are available for this emulation and what you can do for these games. Display options are pretty much a standard for these re-releases. Interesting that Probotector is at the end when it's the PAL version of the NES game. You'd think it would be third along after... you think it would go Contra Arcade, Contra NES, and then Contra Probotector version. Alright, let's have a look at the cartridge case, and I will put the manual back. Now, the manual didn't have the controls of each game, it just had essentially a synopsis, a description of each game, but that is often the way. Here is the cartridge itself, physical game cartridge, for the Contra Anniversary Collection. Really glad they're doing these collections. I'm going to pop that in the Switch right now, see if it needs any update to start, and if indeed it does, we will have that go. So, you got the game, you got the soundtrack CD, you got the outer case here, and you got that poster, which to be fair I still haven't actually folded back up, so there it is. Let's go ahead and see if we can jump right into the game right now. Okay, I'm going to try booting up Contra Anniversary Collection on the Switch and seeing if it needs an update. And if no update is required, we will jump straight into gameplay footage. It does need an update, so we will do the update. Hopefully it is a quick update. You know what? I think it actually just didn't update anyway. So there we go. I think the update was so fast, or I clicked off the update. So we will begin with the Contra Anniversary Collection on the Switch. Now I've got it set to widescreen right now, and I'm using a Switch Pro controller plugged in because I can't remember if I charged it or not. Alright, that seems good to me. At least there's the control prompt there. Classic music for a classic game. Now I've got the screen set to widescreen right now, but when we jump into the games, I may well switch it to standard definition. Another setup, a scene I have set up for standard definition games, which is largely the same, but the screen size is a little better suited for games of that aspect ratio. Let's jump in. Okay, so we have Contra. We have Super Contra. We have the NES version. We have the Famicom version. We have Super C. And to be fair, there aren't actually a super lot of different versions on this. I might end up just at least jumping into every one regardless. Hard Corps there. One of the more expensive and more sought after games in the collection. Definitely makes it worthwhile. The PAL version there, and as well the PAL version here. Interesting that they are separated like this. Hey, you know what? I think that is actually the Mega Drive Probotector. I thought it was the NES version. There you go, okay. There's a bonus book as well. And you also have access to the bonus Japanese content as well. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the first game, Contra, the arcade version from 1987. Start the game and watch the replay. I will be pressing buttons to find out if I can do any display options. I get a difficulty option, okay. That's new to me. Easy, normal, hard. We all know that Contra is very, very hard, so I will select easy. Alright. You get the boot up here of the arcade board. I suppose I should switch to a different size screen like I alluded to earlier. Although the arcade version will be a bit more narrow than that is anyway. So I actually don't know what the buttons are anyway here. So minus is insert your coins, insert your credits. Alright, so I'll go with 3 credits. I went down already, I was just trying to figure out what the buttons were. Same as the NES here. B and A. Oh, I got the laser. I actually had a better weapon from the get-go there. Oh my goodness. Well, it is Contra. Looks great though. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, obviously, there's my gameplay. My playing of it. But it looks to be running pretty well to me. Right, we will continue. And I'll get back into the swing of things. This is what I thought the get it? I'm more used to the NES version. Which is to say, I will be equally as bad on the NES version without my Konami code of extra lives, which I often rely on. Yeah, I think once you get to a certain point on this boss, it's virtually impossible to lose. There we go. Alright, now we get to see some of the different aspects of this game. Love the music, of course. I need to hit that button, obviously. Get right again. I don't know which is the right way, ironically. Oh boy. Oh, I walked into the electric fence. I keep doing that. I'm well known to do that. We'll move forward here. Oh, looks like I have to go left. Need to hit that button again. That wasn't so bad. Did I get the spread there? I think I missed it. Oh boy, oh boy. I'll get more into the swing of this as we go. I say that and I immediately get taken out. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I got one of them. Oh my, I'm standing in the wrong places. There we go. This is where playing it recently would have helped. There we go. However, since this is the arcade version, oh boy, I forgot about the second phase. You could just keep pumping in credits if you wanted to. I will say, if I had an NES style controller here, I mean, obviously I'm blaming everything under the sun here, but this would be easier with an NES style controller. The big alien boss after this. I totally forgot I could shoot those projectiles. There you go. I'm going to try not to spend too long on each game, that's why I only entered 3 credits. When we're out of credits I will move on to another game, but with this version you could... Oh, I jumped onto the fire. Not deliberately there. So yes, actually a good place to leave it. So we'll jump on to... Are there any options here? Like... I don't... Yeah, so there's like different buttons here. Ah, so it is the ZL button. So what can I actually do here? I can go onto the manual. Okay, yeah, this would have been something to do before I started. You get the buttons there, so when it says manual, it essentially means one page of controls. It's fair, it's nice to have it. I'm actually going to untether myself from the lead here, so... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. So I don't have that pulling against me. Display settings. What do we got? We got the original. Got pixel perfect. Got 16 by 9. Disgusting. But, you know, at least it's there. And we have the same options with scan lines enabled. Now, I've never been a fan of digital scan lines. When I'm playing on a CRT, I never actually notice the scan lines. And you can actually... You can rotate the screen as well. So I could, if you wanted to play this in tate mode, or tape mode as some people call it, with your screen on the side, you could do that. Pretty handy. Go back to original. Frame. Ah, so I actually really like that they started off without the borders on. You have the option of 2 borders. I should probably go into widescreen to show that off. But as you can see, you've got not much screen that way, especially on the arcade game. And then you have the controls, which is essentially the same as the manual in this. Alright. Okay, let's play some Super Contra. The aliens are back with a vengeance. Let's do it. I also get a difficulty option, okay. I wonder if we'll get this difficulty option for every game. Also, when we play the NES version, I should see if the Konami code works. I imagine it will. Let's go ahead and move down to more fitting size. The quest for freedom continues. Be interesting to see the differences on the other games as well. Very Xenomorph from Alien inspired, of course. Right, Super Contra, arcade version. Let's add some credits. With the minus button, or what would have been the select button. I'm using the D-pad. I assume it's going to be BA on this controller as well. I'll get used to it eventually. Oh, nice. Probably don't want another weapon. Damn it. I think I had the better weapon. Oh boy. Less familiar with the arcade versions. Myself, that is. Didn't have a lot of arcades in my area, and these days especially. Oh, I needed to jump there. Arcades are a rare sight. It's great though. I do think the difficulty option did help. Didn't help me very much, obviously. But I do think it did help. It's nice to have it. In the arcade, you wouldn't have had an option to pick easy. Oh, you can't touch it. Hey, be right. How you doing, buddy? Welcome. Take that, tanks. Come in. Oh man. See, this is where familiarity would help. These kind of games are all about memorization. But, like I mentioned, with an emulated version of an arcade game, you can pretty much, without fear, keep entering credits and be able to complete the game that way. It wouldn't necessarily be, you know, it wouldn't be a very pure way to play it, but you could play it. Oh my goodness. I think I'm good to just keep firing from here, actually. Okay. Yeah, that troop attack I can actually deal with fairly well. I say that, and I jumped onto another one of them. Right, now I got to try and take out these weapons. If I take them out, then they can't fire back at me. There we go. That's got to be the whole of this thing. It's got nothing left. Oh, you know what? Probably supposed to shoot this thing. There we go. The big glowy thing was what I had to shoot. Who knew? Give me that gun. I'll take anything at this point. No, it's the laser. No! I jumped into that guy. Oh boy. Don't you throw those bombs at me. Hey, come on now. Settle down. I'll get the reactor from Back to the Future there. Nice. Oh, top down. Sweet. Very enjoyable to play these. Oh boy. Could have done with that weapon, obviously. Oh, I probably have to get in a different direction to actually hit this guy. There we go. Well, I got taken down by a giant tank. Most people would. Well, there you go. This is the end. Okay. Back to the menu. Let's go ahead and give the NES version a go. Play Probotector, fair bit, with the Konami code, to be fair. Let's see how rusty I am. Alright, now I will just see if the Konami code works real quick. Damn it. Okay, up, down, left, right, BA, start. Didn't look like it worked, but maybe I entered it wrong. Oh my goodness. Doing good, be right, good day, my friend? Ooh. I mean, to be fair, this is a Switch Pro controller. And I'm used to the NES controller for this. I might have just not entered the code quick enough. I'll give it another go on the Japanese version. Up, down, left, right, BA, start. Unless I've misremembered it. Oh. Shouldn't have fallen in the water, obviously. Be much slower in the water. Oh. I think the game is performing at the speed it should do. I'm just playing badly. Alright. Oh. I think the thing about the NES version is I think it's easier to see the projectiles, which gives me equally no excuse to keep running into them. Oh man, I walked backwards into that. You know, there are people that can play this game not just on one credit run through, but with the controller upside down and stuff like that. Oh, okay, I actually wanted to be down there. There we go. I was like, I'm sure I could jump down. There we go. The flamethrower, okay, I probably didn't want the flamethrower. Just avoid most of these things. Oh boy. Alright then. And after this, I think we'll try the Konami code again on the other versions, because it might have been a user error. Goodness knows the the gaming content of this is largely user error. There we go. Got through that a little better this time. So when you play it a little bit more, it's a little bit easier. I'd really like to take that out without having to get destroyed by that thing again. Every time I jump into it. But I can't get in an angle where I can hit it. Okay, I'll just jump into it again. There we go. Got the flamer. Oh man. I jumped when I should have stayed down. Give me that spread. Just gonna stay with this weapon, I think. Oh, I thought he wasn't gonna make it at me. That shows me. Oh man, did I pop up then? I thought I was ducked. That's awkward. Well, there goes the spread. It lasted for like a whole second. Oh man. I did better on the arcade version. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the menu. Because I have other versions I want to play. And I promise I am better at that game when I have had the practice. But I can say that at any game. Alright. The Famicom version of Contra. We will start. Okay. Got the intro on this version. I tried inputting the Konami code again, we'll see if it'll work this time. You know, it could be that the buttons are different on the Switch controller. That you've got the plus button instead of the start button. There's other versions of Contra, there's computer versions of Contra as well. So this isn't every version, but it's still quite comprehensive, considering. First player and second player there. As the intro plays in. I love the music on this game as well, that's why I was particularly glad to get the soundtrack. Myself and the Jonin Monkey played through this with a Konami code. Hey, Sarah Mara, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Hey, thanks for dropping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking it out. Ooh. Is it me, or is this running a little bit faster? Feels like it is. The Contra America version should have been the same speed as the Japanese one. The PAL version that will be technically slower. Oh man, I didn't think I'd walked into that. I'm just gonna run past it. Ah, I keep jumping up without pressing that button. I mean, I think maybe it's because, like, I'm not super used to the D-pad on the Switch Pro controller. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just not holding the button tight enough. Alright, give me that weapon. It's weird that the Konami code doesn't seem to work. That was weird. Like, I thought I entered it correctly. Unless I'm misremembering the buttons, I'm pretty sure it was up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. I didn't even make that jump. Continue. Alright, welcome to the jungle. Very Ghosts and Goblins-esque, actually. How it shows the stage in this version. Subtle differences. Rapid fire. Oh man, what a place to get. I've never been very good with those bridges, evident from how I've done with them thus far as well, obviously. Even on this version I can hit that thing without having to actually jump up there. Yeah, it's a bit easier. Hey, Seacrest, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Oh. XY install on this one? Heresy! Oh my goodness. I wonder why they did that. How are you doing, Seacrest? Hey, appreciate you looking it up as well. I wonder why they did that. Maybe XY do the same thing. They do the same thing, but like the other way around. So like X is the fire button and Y is the jump button. That's weird. Oh my goodness. I was looking down at the buttons. It was definitely BA start on the original. Not AB start. As far as I can remember anyway. My memory is terrible, so that is fair. So they was, I mean, they made it different buttons. That's, I mean, at least it still works. Oh. I think we have the Probotector version of this as well, so we'll see a little more with that if I get to be cheeky and use the code. Why not hitting it? Yeah, there we go. No! No! There we go. This weapon really helps here. Ooh. Am I hitting it? No, but I can go here and still hit it. I went too close. Awesome. Right, X, yeah, it's crazy, right? Seacrest, that they changed it? Alright. Hope you're doing well as well, Seacrest. Ooh. I think with the limited amount of practice I've had right now, I mean, obviously, I should have practiced before I unboxed it. But who is that prepared? I actually did the bridge this time. See, I'm getting better. Maybe. Nope. I mean, no one completes this game on their first try. It's not my first try, but I'm super rusty in my days of Probotector. And in my defense, Probotector was slower as well. I know that is that's not a bonus on my ability. Me saying I'm used to the game being slower. Ah, I want that power up. Alright. Try and keep this as long as we can. Oh, I nearly went down then. Don't need to deal with that one, but I do need to deal with this one. There we go. Once you do that, I mean, I say you can't lose, but you still can lose. Evident too. I jumped up again when I didn't mean to. If I'm here, it can't hit me. That's what I was trying to do last time. There we go. And now, once you've dealt with the weapons, it's just easy peasy. I fell off again. I mean, the Switch Pro controller, to its credit, has a very strange, like, D-pad. It's not like the NES D-pad. I think they assume you would use the thumbstick. You can get an NES-style controller for the Switch, I think. That would probably be the best way to play this. Or a Super Nintendo-style controller. I actually like the Dogbone-style controller on the NES. My preferred controller. Oh, I got hit immediately. On this one, I always run into the... Like, even on the original controller, to be fair, I always used to, like, accidentally run into the laser fence for some reason. Yeah, I did it then, see? Even though I wasn't pressing forward. But it's like on games with... It's like on games with like thumbstick control, where like pressing in the thumbstick is duck. I always end up ducking when I'm trying to turn around because I wanna push backwards on the thumbstick. But I duck. It happens in like first-person games or third-person games. D-pad is kind of bad, Tara. Yeah, glad it's not just me. Alright, so let's go ahead and play the next one. And the D-pad of choice for me. Dropped it on the ground as I was trying to pick it up. I mean, obviously the regular NES, this is the European NES style controller, great controller. D-pad here is a lot more fluid. It might be because it's, you know, had some wear on it, but that's really good. My preferred though, is the Dogbone style controller. I had to order this from overseas. The only issue is that the B and A aren't slightly aligned. They're like slightly off-center, but other than that, it's a very comfortable feel, like the Super Nintendo style controller with the buttocks on it. Anyway, enough of what controller I wish I was using. Let's go ahead and play some Super C. We'll get to play Probotector and get another chance at the Konami code anyway. So yeah, let's move on. It's Super. Alright, let's go. Maybe they expected you to use the top buttons on the Switch controller. I think it's more natural, at least for me, to use the bottom controllers. Crap. There was no way I was going to miss that. Where I was positioned anyway. I think I have a false memory of barrels coming down there, but I must be thinking of a different game. Maybe Midnight Resistance is what I'm thinking of, or something like that. Which is the, like, a Contra style clone. Think of that. Oh boy. Running into these projectiles. Alright, let's go. I'll give every game at least 3 tries, assuming I don't lose count. Being distracted by all the projectiles. I will say, there were a limited amount of display options. Surprised there's no rewind feature, because a lot of these like modern re-releases have rewind features. Or maybe there is, I'm just not pressing the right buttons. Nope, not sure what that button does. If I press... Oh! Oh, I can turn on a rapid fire button. L turns on like rapid fire. Interesting. I think that's kind of cheating. You gotta press the button. I'm not gonna turn that on. That's what that does. Not that I think this is the right kind of game, especially when there's the arcade versions where you can just pump in infinite credits anyway. I don't think this is quite the right kind of game for a rewind feature anyway. There might be a rewind feature, there's just, they didn't have any controls in the manual. Oh, having said that, you could go on another page and get manual pages, couldn't you? What do I want? It's just invisible grenades coming out of there from an invisible adversary. Or visible grenade. My goodness. The guy behind there, stop throwing those. The helicopter? Soon? Like how they can fire through there. Stuff that I can't. Ah, they were running away and I still fired at them. Oh crap. Alright, one more try. It's very addicting. I think I could spend a long time on this and actually, you know, get good after the fact. After the live unboxing, whatever happens and happens on it. But I would say, with a slightly different controller, I think it would be good. Like, not that I'm saying that the D-pad was an afterthought on the Switch Pro controller. But I think the majority of players might not use the D-pad for most games. In like modern games, the D-pad tends to be like, you know, bring up your map or something like that. Is he wearing bright blue wrestling tights, Digi? Heck yeah! Alright then. Let me try and remember which button. There we go. How you doing, Digi? Welcome. Let's go back to the menu. Alright, we've got Contra III, the Alien Wars as well. Just giving you guys a little taste of each game with my patented brand of, you know, bad gameplay. Let's have a go at that. Hope you're doing well, guys, as well. Thanks for checking out the unboxing. It'll be available as a video on demand after the fact as well. Game arrived today. And I thought, man, I just want to do this unboxing right now and get playing it. So I didn't have much preamble or post it on social media, time to post on social media, I would say. Kind of reminds me of Independence Day, that opening. Big scary face. The Alien Wars. Begin. Exclamation mark. It's time for revenge. Let's attack aggressively. Let's attack aggressively, guys. Not just attack, but aggressively. Give myself more players. I won't do that because maybe I'll make it easy though. I won't give myself more players because if I you know, have too many players, I'll play it for too long. Well, probably not. But we want to show a bunch of games on this live unboxing. Ah! The Y button is fire, I wasn't ready for that. Super Nintendo game, obviously. Different buttons. Got the spread, nice. Oh. Yeah, I have a little hard time ducking and moving while ducking. I'm going to leave that weapon, I don't want it. Lots of alien dogs. I ran right into that. I was thinking about that alien dog. There's another alien dog. Oh boy. Should have gone up here. Hit that guy. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Now I should be good to take this thing out if I can put myself in the right area to do so. Didn't do it. Did what I did on the other game, Contra, where I walked into the wrong spot. Alright, let's continue. Now I remember the fire button as we begin. That should help. Oh, I got like a bomb on this as well, haven't I? So there's that. Let's attack aggressively. Aggressively, guys. Pew 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 pew. Okay, now I want to stand here. Oh, man. Yeah, it's fine. Can I drop down? Stand there. There we go. I mean, there is a drop down button, but I kind of botched it. There's where I wanted to be earlier. Alright, now I just need to not get hit by these guys. Yeah, cool. Into the tank. What is this, metal slug? Man, if I press the fire button, I move backwards. No, let's stay in the tank. Man, we're really attacking aggressively here. I can't hit that thing from here. Maybe I could drive over it. Yes. I can't shoot up either. Some people think dogs can't look up. Oh man, just demolished that. I got distracted by that thing flying above my head. Oh yeah, I should use some of these bombs. Ah, that's why they gave me the shield. A little bit of platforming. Not the laser. Just use some of these bombs. Didn't do much. I'll use the other one. I don't have the pattern down for that one. Attacking politely, did you? We could attack politely. Would you please die, alien scum? Great game, like, as the hardware advances, you get so many more things you can do. It's like modern... I'm not taking the laser. Modern side-scrollers or retro-inspired games look so good by like what they can do these days with all the colours and art style. And even if they do them like 8-bit and like retro-inspired to the point of like, you know, still having sprite flicker and whatnot, they can make games look... Oh my goodness, can't get up there. There we go, that's where I want it to be. Positioning is the difficult thing on this one. Get that behind me, yep. See, I remember this time. Let's get in the tank. Try and move forward a little more this time. Might get to keep the tank a little bit longer. I'm not sure if I'm better off firing or if I'm better off just moving forward and taking the hits. I think you lose the tank anyway at that point. Oh! I just walked into that. Shield? Give me the shield. Yeah, if I'm faster here, then the shield will help. Oh no, not the laser! Not the laser! Wait, what if I go on this side? Oh wait, that was actually in hindsight a bad idea. No, it wasn't that bad. Nice. Lots of weapon options in this game. Lots of pew pew pew. Get to the chopper! Uh-oh. Floor is lava. Oh boy. Alright, well there you go. Okay. Next game. Like I said, if I get myself extra lives there, I would play it too long, so that's really good. Alright. Let's go for Operation C. On the Game Boy. I wonder, it's showing it black and white there, which is how the Game Boy is. Often people think the Game Boy screen is green, but that's just a green tint, it's actually black and white. I wonder if they'll have the option to play it as if you were playing it on a Game Boy Color. Admittedly, it wouldn't be a full color palette, but we'll see if you get that option in the options. I'll definitely want to check if you can do that. Okay. Let's go into the options. Do we have... Ah! We do have color filters. We don't just have, like, pixel perfect screen mode, but we've got dot matrix. As if it was on a Game Boy screen. Like I said, the green tint. People often think that it had. We also have... We've got color filter with scan lines, which is crazy. Maybe that's like on the Game Boy player on the Super Nintendo. We've got color filter here as well. Just the one color filter though, you don't get to cycle through them. Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll play the first 4 with the original settings. And then we'll play with the color on. Actually, I suppose we should do all 3. Let's go. This is really good for a Game Boy game. The scroll speed is really good. Normally Game Boy games, due to hardware, I mean obviously the projectiles are a little slow here, but normally due to the hardware, the games are pretty slow. This is quite fast. I'm surprised. I haven't played the Game Boy version before. Always a pleasure to check out these games on these collections. Some of them you might not have tried before. Even the music's not bad actually for the Game Boy. Oh man, those jumps though, those jumps are not good. Go right to the edge. Oh. There's elevator action. Dude, I will say this is a highlight for me. I've never played this version. I don't want to see what those things do when they get the chance. Man, because of the screen size here, it looks like we're going to have to take a couple of leaps of faith. So the jumping, mainly, it looks like you have to sort of just... no, I can keep this. You have to be on the very edge when you jump. Got like a homing weapon here, that's kind of cool. And I messed up. Alright, now we'll go ahead and let's display settings. We'll switch it over to dot matrix, see what that looks like. Yeah, honestly, I find the green look with the kind of like pixel style more distracting than anything, but I can see why people might like it. Very reminiscent of the Game Boy. It might be a little clearer than how it was with the black and white, to be fair. Like, it's a little clearer. Oh, it's a big boat. Right, where do I shoot? Down there, obviously, where the weapons are. I see it. Oh, I got hit by a missile. Alright. Hey, Vader Boy! How you doing? Welcome! Is this the Konami collection? This is Konami Anniversary Collection, yeah, on the Game Boy. Very cool so far. We'll play the last run on the color filter. It's how I would normally play it, on the Game Boy Color, or using the color palette on the Super Game Boy or the Game Boy Player on the GameCube, as if it were in a Game Boy Advance. Alright, let's go with that. Hope you're doing well, Invader Boy, as well. This is technically the second way through. A little clearer again. I think the colour here helps to distinguish the enemies from the background. Of course, it's not a full colour palette. Some games, so normally the grey Game Boy cartridges were just black and white, but some games had enhancements on the Super Game Boy for full colour palettes. Donkey Kong, for one, had a bunch of enhancements. Space Invaders had a full 16-bit version of Space Invaders. That time I didn't miss that jump. And Metroid 2 Return of Samus, probably the most impressive. It had a full colour version palette for even the Game Boy Color. Hey Trevor, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Trevor recently awarded 15 plus members on the channel. Thank you so much, Trevor, as well, for your support. He is the GOAT, greatest of all time. Ooh. Closest to the new member badge as well. Oh, there you go. Hey, Trevor gifted another membership. My goodness, Trevor. Thank you so much, buddy. If you don't have a membership on the channel and you would like a membership, you can click on that green box in the chat, and if you set it up, it's completely free. Oh. Appreciate it, Trevor. Oh. You do have to enable it beforehand, which is the only downside. Oh. 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 Right, run, run, run. I actually did, on the community tab, posted an image of how to do it as well, to change its settings. Oh, oh boy. Oh. This time round, we're gonna defeat this submarine, hopefully. Maybe. Oh boy. Ah! Hey, maybe I can destroy this if I stand here. How are you doing, by the way, Trevor? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I thought we were done with the sub. I've relaxed, that's why that guy ran into me. Looks like we're on wave 2 of the submarine. Hey, we got that thing down. Do I need to get everything here? Like all of these... Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So much submarine. I don't know what I was thinking there. Okay, this time don't relax, because guards come in. Hey Chris, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. I hope I don't have to do those missile silos, because with the regular weapon it's going to be harder. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from them. You can destroy them though, so I think maybe I have to. Alright, this time. Yeah, there we go. I will have to get the silos. Can I damage the silos without them being open? No. They don't take many hits though. Oh. I think this time round I will stay diagonally and hit them that way. No, I can't. I definitely can't do that. Have to be under him. Oh man, I destroyed myself trying to do it. Oh well, I gave it a try. Hope you guys are doing well as well. Hey Henry, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's go ahead and try the next game. Oh. On the collection. This video will be up as a video on demand as well, so you can see the unboxing portion as well. There are a couple of cool extras on this as well. Let me see. Next one would be Contra Hard Corps. On the Genesis. Alright, let's go ahead and give it a go. There's the iconic logo there. See, this one we get to play as a furry character. Alright, so I can increase the number of players, but to allow us to go through this in a timely fashion, I will keep it at default. Alright. We got 3 players here. Obviously I'm gonna be this one. Fantastic. Our security system has been breached by an unknown hacker. An unmasked robot is running rampant through the city. I want you to proceed to the area ASAP. Restore order. Alright, let's do it. Oh, wait, am I going? No, this is the cinematic. This game is incredibly expensive, by the way, guys. The Mega Drive version. Great to have it on this collection. It's really fast, though. Obviously, you gotta go fast because it's the Mega Drive Sonic system. But this game is really fast. Like, I think it's too fast. If it looks like I'm playing this game in fast motion, I'm really not. This is the speed of the game. Oh. Man, it's so difficult to react in this game. Wow, that was quick. Oh my goodness. Windows 11 was misbehaving earlier, Trevor? I got a lot of continues here, okay. Let's continue on a different character, actually. Let's try the other characters. Having issues with, oh wait, there's this character as well. I'll try this one. Some of the features, guys, yeah. YouTube, I think, is still working out some kinks with some of its features, as is Windows as well. They're always updating stuff. That's why I'm always nervous when I update anything, because like stuff works fine, and then you update it. Oh yeah, keep forgetting this is the entrance. So now I'm erode it. Oh, this guy's tiny. This might help. He's a perfect angle actually, since he's so tiny. It's so tiny. They're so tiny. They're able to hit these guys here. Oh yeah, but I also run into enemies. Am I back? Oh, I'm so tiny I couldn't see my character. Where am I? Oh my goodness. It's my first time playing this. Okay, you know what? It's really hard to see that character. Let's go ahead and try another character. That was actually pretty funny. Alright. Okay, we'll give this player a go. Sheena. Security system has been breached by an unknown hacker. An unmanned robot is running rampant through the city. It wasn't me, because I got destroyed in a minute. And the other character, of course, was a similar character we saw with the other games. That's why I wanted to try out the newer characters that were a bit different. Oh. Alright, well at least I can pick this character out for the bunch. Oh my goodness. Just jumping over those barrels is such a hazard in this. It's so fast. Ah, oh boy. Maybe I should just run under it. Yeah, I probably should just run under it. Wow! This game is really fast. And would you believe this game is incredibly expensive? Well, anyway. Let's go ahead and try the next one. That was, you know, supersonic speed. I suppose if you get used to that game, it's a lot easier. That's my first time playing it. Let's go. Too fast for your liking, Trevor. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Let's have a go at Super Probotector Alien Wars European version with the road characters. These ones will be easy to see. Thought Gradius 3 was too fast back in the day, Trevor. Yeah, that game was really fast. Oh, okay, so in this one, you can play it in the original 50 Hz as if it were the PAL version, or you can play it in 60 Hz. I mean, I'm going to play it in 50 Hz because I'm in the PAL region, that's what I'm used to, so we're going to play it like that, even though that would be slower. And the reason this makes a difference is the game was not adjusted speed-wise for these frequencies. So even though like it shouldn't be different if the game was configured in a way to adjust for it, it will run slower at 50 Hz because they're just running the same game at a different rate. So there you go. That's the reason. I think on this one the Y button was the fire button. Also a different screen size, but not adjusted for it either by the looks of it. PAL version with a robot. I of course have Probotector on the NES, had it for a while, great game. You can probably tell from the music and the animations that it is running at a different speed. The Alien Wars begin. It's time for revenge. Let's attack aggressively. So we had another chance to attack aggressively, guys. Options are for the PAL version. Okay, I will change it to easy. But I will not change the players. The amount of players, I should say. Alright. I think the Y button was the fire button on this. It looks stretched to me. So obviously we've got the PAL screen size here. But the game, as well as the speed of the game, the visuals were not adjusted for it. And this was often the case in the PAL region. American screens had 480 lines, if you're talking CRT lines, or 240 would be for, you know, the older systems. And then it would be 288 for the PAL, or 576. I will say that this speed change really helps me out. But you really notice it. Jump out of this vehicle, but why would I? Nice. And that's going to destroy my... Oh, I get to keep it? I thought it got destroyed at this point. That shows me. Can I even take this past this point? No, I didn't think so. You hates humans, Trevor? Like Probotector? Nope, not the laser. No, 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 no laser. You know what? I think this time I might stand a better chance. Ah, man. Oh, you know what? I took him down before he got to turn around this time. Nice. I'm good for this. Oh, yeah, yeah. Floor is lava. It's so much less violent with rodents. How am I supposed to avoid these? This is at the speed I'm more used to on the PAL version. Oh man, I jumped too far. Ah, and I didn't jump off. Oh. I knew what I needed to do there, but I just messed it up on the controls a little bit. 2 bombs, eh? Guessing it helps to be up here. Going in fast is sometimes not good on retro games, Trevor. Can be for sure. Oh, I think I need to be below. Yep. Of course it's a toe. Oh boy. Actually, if I stay here, it can't hit me. Uh-oh. Not the bees! Not the bees! The bees are in my eyes! Ooh. Wasn't worth making that joke at the expense of a game over. Hey Leo, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? You didn't recognize me with the shave? Yo, Cabot! Phew! How you doing, buddy? Welcome. We'll get to continue. That, I mean, my Nicolas Cage in the Wicker Man bees reference was not worth getting a game over there. Alright, where do we continue from? I think the start. Oh, not quite the start. Woohoo! Floor is lava. How you doing, Leo? Welcome. Ooh. Right. Whoop. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that. Yeah, I got hit by that. Maybe I won't get hit twice by the other thing this time. Wow, I walked straight into that. Yep, that happened. Hope you guys are doing well as well. Oh, game over. I only got 2 goes. Okay, one more continue. Let's do better than that this time. I already went through that the previous time, so I know I can do it. Floor is lava. You know what? I should be able to run before he hits the ground. And we've seen, once you get to the end, the ground becomes not a flame afterwards. So in theory, you would be fine. Okay. Actually, I just need to wait for that, don't I? There we go. Oh my goodness. Guess I mistimed that a lot. Give me the spread. That's where I died a lot earlier. So now the ground will become clear. There we go. Get another go at the... Yeah, give me the bomb. I should use the bombs on the bees. Oh. Yeah, I never played this one before, Cabot, actually. Super expensive. So getting a version of it... Oh, it went straight for that attack. Interesting. I think the spread here is going to help, though. Oh. What's it doing? Making some boulders. Oh. I like that with this weapon I can still hit. The bit in the middle. On the ground. There's a lot better points of attack. Oh no. That was bad. Now I can only hit it from here. Oh, I need to be up top. Wow, this guy takes a million hits. Take that. Hey, went down eventually. Hey, I hope you're doing alright, Victory Leo. Appreciate you dropping by, my friend. Speed is always a great choice, Cabot. Always go fast. Hey, HGX, how you doing, honey? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, I get to choose where to go. I guess we'll go here. Whoa, look at that scrolling. This system wasn't capable of Mode 7, so that's pretty impressive. Oh, I'm gonna get destroyed immediately. That's so weird, because I can't turn around. How do I deal with stuff that's to the right and left of me if I can't turn around? Is there a button to turn around here? Oh, shoulder buttons. Okay. Super impressive on this hardware, I will say. I'm guessing those are mine, so I shouldn't stand on them. Ooh. Hope you're doing well, Helly. I knew that was going to happen, but I still got past it. I should have paid more attention. I thought this was a stage select. I should have paid more attention to the map when I was on it a minute ago. Maybe the arrows are telling me which way I'm supposed to go. No, I don't think so, because that's a dead end. Oh. Ah, I ran out of time or something? Whoa! Uh oh, no, I think I made it to the boss. And the boss landed on me! Damn it. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I wonder how they did that scrolling. Oh boy, I think there's a spread here or something. I think I saw one. No, I lost it. Whoa, okay, don't follow me again. Oh, yeah. There wasn't. Oh no, it's the laser. I don't want the laser. No! Not the laser. Nobody wants the laser. No beard MVL Heli? Yeah. I'm rocking reduced power. I had to, gonna get rid of the hair as well, actually. The hair is overdue getting rid of. Can't hit the thing like this. I'm gonna get hit. Oh boy, it's gonna land on me again. Oh boy. Is it only doing that attack? Come on, man. Alright. Hey, we got it. We got it. Oof. I'm distinguished. Thank you, Trevor. Appreciate it. This is the Genesis one. Yeah, this is actually so the soundtrack will sound a bit different, Cabot, because this is the Mega Drive version of what you would in America would call the Genesis version. So this is the Power version. So the music will be a little slower, so it will sound a bit different. Like a baby egg. I definitely do look a bit egg-like, especially without the hair. I hate the laser so much. Can I get something that's not the laser? No! My jumping is not on point. There we go. Fire these on the ground if I can. Oh my goodness. And that's game over. Alright, well, with that said, let's go ahead and play the PAL version of the NES game. Why did it say ready there? What did I do? Alright. Back out. And play some Probotector. I need to change the emojis, Heli. Never! The beard will grow back. Fear not, my friends. So, this is a game I have on the NES. It's like Contra on the NES, but with robots. And this is the PAL version. So, very pleased that this is on there. This is the version I'm used to. I wonder if we'll get the option to play it at 50 or 60 again. Okay, so we can play it on the original, or we can play it what it says turbo, which would be speed adjusted. We're going to play it on the original because that's what I'm used to. I mean, by all accounts, I should be better with this, but no, I probably won't. Alright, just to the side of the screen. Oh, so it was Seacrest told me earlier what buttons it was. YX. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. This is the Mega Drive version, but the European one. So it's robots, right? Yeah, because I keep forgetting. I did it again. I thought it was the NES version. It's weird that they don't have the NES version. Okay, so this is the other Mega Drive version game, and this will be slightly easier. So we've got a robot dog. We've got a tiny robot. So the blue robot will be the guy, the red robot will be the girl. I guess we can still have the wolf. I'll be the wolf. I'll be a furry robot. CX3. This might be a little easier to play with this speed. Different names in different regions. Yeah, it happens a lot for sure, Cabot. A lot of weird ones as well. A lot of like I think the one most people are aware of is probably like Resident Evil, which is Biohazard in Japan. But there's also like Project Zero, which was we call it Project Zero in Europe as well, but in America it's Fatal Frame. Ooh. Harvest Moon as well had a different. This is actually a little bit more. I was about to say a little bit more playable. Story of Seasons, I think. It's still really fast. Even slowed down, it's still really fast. Oh my goodness, this weapon is terrible. Wow. What's a Contra? Says Europe. What's a Probotector? Says says America. Alright, I will play the 3 playthroughs of this, but this game, man, it's so fast. My first time playing this as well, it's just learning where everything is with the reaction time. And this one is marginally easier to, oh my goodness, even, you know, even hitting that unit up high, I don't have enough time to dodge a guy running straight towards me. Takes too many hits as well, in my humble opinion. Oh, this weapon's terrible. This weapon is that weapon's basically a game over because you fire so slowly. In a game where everything is super fast, you can't fire that slowly. Ooh. Yes, actually, you know, they didn't include the NES Probotector, which is really weird. Maybe it's a feature elsewhere on the menu. I can't see why they wouldn't include it. No, I wasn't ready for that. He'll come over and he's gonna flamethrower me. Ah, I jumped into him. Oh. Alright, one more try, and then we'll have a look at some of the extras. Some of the extras. I'm being the awoo each time. With the power of awoo! It's still so fast. You know what? At least they adjusted the screen size on this one. You can tell that it's kind of like letterboxed. Or is that because... No, I was about to say, is that because I didn't? I was looking at my OBS scene window there to check, and I got destroyed, obviously. But yeah, this game, I don't know about this one. Like, I think it's a perfectly reasonable complaint for me to say that this game is too fast. Because this game is too fast. Alright, there we go. Yeah. That one's going to take some getting used to for anyone, I think. If it's your first time playing it. Alright, so let's have a look at some of the extras. Now, the Turtles collection had so many extras. We do have the bonus book here and the bonus book on the Japanese version as well. Unravel the many mysteries of the Contra series with a declassified history of Contra. Immerse yourself in the world of Contra with its ultimate archive of classic series. Read it before, during, and after you play the game to gain further insight into the Contra games. Okay. Let's see what they have here. The history of Contra. I don't know what buttons to press. Oh, I pressed it. Okay. Told me the buttons for like a second. But oh, L and R. Their buttons only come up for a second. Oh, so it's one book. Right, okay. I can zoom in, right? Yes. Whoa! 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 Oh, I pressed back again. Alright, I'll click on the bonus book again. One more time. Okay, so you only get one extra here, really. It's the book. Bit of a slow scroll through the pages as well, to be fair. But, you know, this version did come with a soundtrack CD, so I have that. The zoom is a little unwieldy, so you've got that. Gives you the controls. The Contra arcade game. No way that I saw to play this as Probotector, the NES version. Is that because that Probotector was in another collection? Was it in one of the other collections? Super Contra as well. If you wanted to, you could pause the screen and look at these. I'm not going to go through every page here, I don't think. We're just going to wrap up having a quick look at this similar to the manual that was included in the release as well. So we have Contra North American version. Surprised there wasn't the European version. Kept mistaking it being on it as well. Japanese version, which is cool because this one had an intro to it. I should have looked at the controls of each game before I dared do it as well. Super C. You know what, we probably can do every page because there's probably only one page for each game. And again, if you wanted to read everything here, there's a lot of text here. You could, if you wanted to, pause it here and read some of this text. It's nice that you get the controls on the screens here and an option to see the controls in the games themselves. And I will say that at least since the Game Boy game had the option of changing the color palette, at least somewhat, that was pretty good. The homing gun in this game was really good. If anything, I think the Game Boy game impressed me the most because its scrolling speed was really good for the Game Boy, and the music and everything was pretty good as well. Different characters, different stages on Contra Hardcore, so it's cool to see. Got run and gun action there. These are like double pages, essentially. As if you had a book open in front of you with a seam down the middle. And since this is also called Probotector, same name, different game as the NES version, I did mistake that. I like the before and after comparisons in the bottom right of the screen there. That's essentially the only thing they really changed other than the speed of the game, and it's still too fast in my opinion. Got an interview here as well. You love the music, Trevor? It's very good music for sure. Glad to have the soundtrack selection included in this as well. That looks like a comfy sweater, I'll tell you that. This is a pretty extensive interview, to be fair. And a very comfy looking sweater. You could pause this if you wanted to and read everything. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to leave. See the Konami code there? It's listed. I wasn't wrong. Up, up, down, down, B, A. Let's even zoom into it. Konami code. It's what I said it was. It's what I said it was. Vindication. Alright. And yet it didn't work. I tried it on each one. I didn't try the actual YX, to be fair. It's supposed to be, I mean, you know, there's BA buttons on this controller. I thought it would work. So we have a peek at the Japanese bonus book. See how different it is. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, these are the Japanese versions of... Now I understand. This is not the bonus book Japanese version. These are the Japanese versions of some of the other games. Right. Okay. So Contra, the Japanese arcade version. Right, there you go. I mean, I feel like these probably should have been on the menu, because the Japanese version of the NES game was. Super C. And again, there aren't going to be many differences on these. And we already played through. If you want to see a little bit of gameplay footage for each game, go back and check that out. But yeah, it's a cool inclusion to have the Japanese versions. Nothing beats a warm, comfy sweater. Hey Trevor? Man, I'm jealous of that shirt they were wearing. Contra Spirits. Sometimes the difficulties are different on some of these other games. I like that the arcade versions had different difficulty options that you could set up. Hard Corps as well. This is the Hard Corps edition. Well, there you go. Perfect place to wrap up the unboxing of Contra Hard Corps edition for the Nintendo platform of the Switch. Well, there you go, guys. Bunch of great games on this. Arcade versions, console versions. We even have a selection of European versions and Japanese versions of games on here as well. And there's a little extra book included there. Many of the games have different options. I could not find a rewind feature, but that's not a be-all, end-all. I personally tend to never use a rewind feature anyway, but it is nice. I know some players do like having that. Maybe there is an option for it, I just didn't see it in the controls. There were options for screen sizes, and there was also an option for pixel perfect as well as scan lines, so you can have that on the game as well. Overall, great collection. I had a soundtrack selection in here, as well as a collectible card that it came with, and I'm really impressed with this. The only thing that was missing was the Probotector, and I have a feeling that that might be the NES European version, that is, and I have a feeling that might be on a different collection anyway. So yeah, it was pretty awesome to give this a go and unbox this. Thank you guys for checking this out. Hope you enjoyed watching it. This video will be on the channel to enjoy after the fact. If you wanted to go back and check out the unboxing portion of it, if you are catching it live right now, you could do that. And we'll check out some of the other videos on the channel. I do lots of different things like video game pickup videos, I do game hunting videos. I very recently posted a PlayStation buying guide, including a top 10 pick of cheap games for that system. I'm planning to do one of those for the Xbox 360 as well. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being awesome. I have been MVL, and I will catch you next time.